It was very tragic and very sad. It started about 12:30 this morning. We received a phone call from Logan County Sheriff's Department. Logan County is about 3 hours south of Freeport. It's kind of in between Peoria and Springfield. We received a call from that agency that requested that we go over to an address on Crest Drive to check with some residents there. What they said was they had somebody stopped driving their car, and they wanted to find out if the driver had their permission to have the car or what exactly. They thought something was suspicious about that. So when we went over to that address, obviously we couldn't make contact with them. We knocked on the door, and one of the officers looked inside and could see one of the victims lying on the floor in view, unresponsive. So we made entry through the back door and discover the gruesome scene in there. Obviously, we made contact with Logan County, said to detain that subject. It happened to be their adult son that they had stopped in their particular vehicle. They took him into custody on our behalf, and we went down later on this morning and picked him up and brought him back to Stevenson County Jail. He's here now. He's charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Wow. So any idea why they pulled him over initially?
You know, I don't want to speculate that. I don't know exactly why they pulled him over, but I'm very grateful that they did. And
obviously very in tune with his.
Oh, exactly. You know, I don't know exactly. I haven't read Logan County Sheriff's Department report yet, but I'm very thankful, and it was good police work by their agency that they realized something was amiss, and certainly was amiss.
Any idea when this may have happened? Do you have any?
No, we don't. We're speculating. We think, sometime after Monday or during the day, maybe on Monday until then. So, just with the timeline, we're still doing some investigation, some follow-up with Logan County and maybe some addresses that he visited down there to try to put together that timeline.
And no details. I mean, do any indication of?
Right. I understand. We do know that there was a history of domestic violence at that address with the son and the parents. We do know that there was a history with domestic violence. We also do know that there was at least one order of protection filed. It has since expired, but any kind of motive, I would just be speculating on that, and I really don't want to do that now at this time. He, at one time, he did live in the home. Now, whether he was right at this particular time, I don't know that yet. Right. And we'll learn more, and we'll continue to follow up, and we'll interview him again. So maybe some of those questions will be answered here shortly. Yeah, it just goes. It points out that no community is immune to this. I mean, sometimes I talk to you about some gun violence, or some street violence, gang violence, but these are one of these tragic things that really no community is immune to. If anybody suspects, somebody is to the breaking point, or if they suspect that there's, the straw is about to break, tell somebody. It could mean the difference between life and death. I mean, I don't know in this case what the particulars are, but certainly there was a lot of rage there.